Hey guys, this is your girl Bianca with Nilotic Sanctuary. Welcome to this space. I love helping high achieving women that are kind of, they winging it, hence the video, all over the place, doing the things, achieving the goals most of the time, doing all the stuff, doing all the things, the wellness stuff, the things, the therapy, the things that people say to do, but then they are like something's capped. There's a level of cappingness that's happening to where they still cannot get to they can't reach the goal of whatever they're trying to experience in their world. So even as they're succeeding and things are happening, there's still this element and lack of, I don't want to just say fulfillment, but just lack of ease and peace and flow, right? And so what I wanted to talk about today, correlated with that, is winging it is only gonna get you so far. Okay? So most of the time as high achievers, we do this thing. There's this imposter syndrome thing. Hold up. There's this weird imposter syndrome thing that be happening to where it's people are seeing you and they're like, oh, you're achieving, you're leading, you're doing the thing, you're doing it. You must be doing this, or you must be working out every day, or you must be studying or hustling or grinding or getting it all together. And it's most of the time a lot of us are winging this. Okay, a lot of us are winging it, unless I would say the high achievers that are actually getting to certain goals, which is what I've learned, is that they have systems in place. They're planning a lot of things. They're taking time off. They have other people that are able to take care of things whenever they can't. It's not about actually being on all the time. And so what I want to say in this video is, as a high achieving woman, if you are winging it, it will only get you so far. And then it starts to get into insanity mode where you just keep doing the same thing over and over again. And on top of that, with all these systems that are trying to get us to not do certain things anyways, you're going to have to figure it out, okay? You're going to have to figure it out. So with winging it, why do we wing it as high achieving women? And I think we wing it because it works. It works to an extent. You can survive. You can make things happen in your reality. You can succeed in a certain way, but you're going to start feeling burnt out. You're going to start feeling tired. You're going to start feeling all these things. Because even though you are doing it and you're making it, you're doing it from a standpoint of, I don't want to just say hustle culture, because I am team hustle culture too. Okay? I'm not just team soft life, I'm team soft life and team hustle culture. I'm the balance of both. So most of the women I'm attracting are kind of team hustle culture too. We all grew up in that era. But I want to say winging it literally will only get you so far. So it's if you have your goals and you try to keep winging it, and when I say winging it, I mean you're planning, you're doing to-do lists, but you're not really in there, deep in there with the nitty-gritty of planning, in the nitty-gritty of the calendar, in the nitty-gritty of the internal systems of clearing the stuff out to bring in the new stuff. Because most of the time, planning isn't just the calendar and the clock and the to-do list. Okay? Most of the time, planning actually comes from saying no. Planning actually comes from saying yes. Planning actually comes from this idea of knowing what already works for you. Not shaming yourself or stressing yourself when you're I don't like to do something at this time, but I'm going to do it at that time. Really first crafting flows, systems that work for your natural cycles, and then saying yes and no, and then doing the thing where you're okay, let me work on the nervous system stuff. So also, winging it does not help your nervous system. And the nervous system is the epitome of power of emotional intelligence right now. Okay? It is the epitome of the power of emotional intelligence. So if you are not planning and you're always constantly winging it, you won't get a lot of L's. Okay? It's not going to work. And so you got to really connect with, okay, what is my nervous system saying? When am I feeling checking out? When am I feeling triggered? When am I feeling these emotions and stuff like that? And then how can I correlate, okay, this happens when this situation happens, or this happens when this thing happens. So like from that, make sure a lot less of those other things are happening. And then you can also work on like healing and doing all that other stuff too. So if the things happen, then it's okay. It doesn't actually affect your life. Okay, a lot of the work that I do with Silk Hourglass Reset is working on productivity systems, increasing your capacity to handle this. The thing for me is that first, with my Sacred Feminine Leadership Immersion, I did not focus solely on this, which is why I created this other offer, because I was like, there's no way that you could be leading from a place of this confidence and this like peace and this essence of yourself when you haven't done this inner work first, without really trying to do goals. I wanted to create something to where us high achieving women, yes, we have our goals and we want to get our goals done, but this is a space for you to be able to become productive without adding more goals. Like, that's what I'm trying to do. That's what I'm trying to create for y'all. Like, you can become productive without adding anything else to your list. You can become productive by taking things away, by just tuning into your body, by just slowing down for a second a few times a day, whether it's meditation, whether it's prayer, whether it's whatever. You literally can just be more productive by slowing down. Be more productive by listening within. Be more productive by understanding what's happening during your period, your moon cycle. Because that in itself, there's a lot of things that come to you during that time too. So another part of winging it, you just used to it. You just got the habits. You just used to winging it. So because you're used to winging it, you just gonna keep doing the same thing over and over again because you're comfortable with it. And that's okay that you're comfortable with it, but it's not going to get you where you want to go. And so if you want to if you really want to grow your capacity, you're going to have to figure out, okay, no more winging it. No more winging it. But if you don't want to grow the capacity or you don't want to lead in your calling, that's also okay. You can also live. You've been living. You've been okay. And you're going to keep being okay. But if you do want to shift into that, you're going to have to give a little in the context of this culture of you're going to keep trying to push it and you're going to keep trying to wing it and it's going to keep not working. Or it's going to work. It's going to keep working for it can even work for a few months, maybe even a few years. And then you'll burn out or then you'll reevaluate and be like, this isn't working. So I just want to invite you to be in a space of, instead of me focusing on, okay, winging it is my friend and I've been chilling with them and they've been cool with me and we've been doing this. I want you to think creating systems, increasing my capacity, and creating productive flows within my reality and my rhythms. That's actually going to get me to the next phase that I'm trying to go. And I really liked my winging it and I really like whatever we had going, but you could still be here sometimes. I could still have the spontaneity, I could still have the winging it, I could still have the flow, but I also welcome in this new fresh energy of this new self of the person that I'm wanting to be. Okay? So if you are at a place where you're like, okay, the winging it thing, I'm okay with it sometimes, but I really gotta create my systems, or I really gotta increase my capacity, increase my productivity. Silk Hourglass Reset is the place for you. If you feel like booking a call with me, you can do that in the link in the bio or the link below. And yeah, we'll just dive deep into what natural systems are already happening. Where do you need to release saying yes and saying no to? You can even reflect on that right now. And then how can you welcome in honoring and understanding the nervous system, understanding the natural rhythms of your body, and then also understanding where we can implement hustle culture and where we can implement soft life. Because a lot of the times we do not want to let go of hustle culture, and we don't have to. You don't have to let go of hustle culture. You just gotta implement it in a way where it's healthy, okay? Because we all trying to grind, we all trying to get it, we all trying to get to the top, and that's our personalities. But like, you don't have to get rid of hustle culture. You just gotta like balance it out, because you will be so much more productive if you balance it out. I promise you. I promise you. You're gonna be gonna be able to do all the things fully, with ease, with love, with energy, but you're gonna have to balance it out. All right, y'all.